Yeah, we're starting the episode. Here we go.
Alright.
All right, wait. Are we starting right now?
Do you wanna?
All right.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, I think you sound good.
Alright. Yep.
Mic check. Mic check.
Mikey Mike. Alright.
All right, hello and welcome to Minecraft 1.10 with Winkelburg and C. Wooster.
Welcome.
Today we're going to show you a little bit of background on what we've done to get this world started, and then show you some spawner traps.
Spawner traps. Exactly what we're gonna call them.
All right, spawner traps. Let's go. All right, so these are the starting houses. This is Cody's starting house over here. And we'll do a little tour of that. So pretty basic inside right now. Got some nice wool on the top over there.
Yeah, this thing is a fire hazard.
Yeah, hopefully you don't burn it down.
Yeah, it'd be horrifying. I haven't had one thunderstorm.
Yeah, do you want to go through like kind of what you were thinking?
Oh,
doing all
so
this?
I'm kind of thinking. Well, basically the whole idea behind this world is to build a medieval kind of style village throughout the whole area down here. And to start it off, well, you need food source. So, I mean, yeah, we have cows and yeah, we have a little farm down there, but we want to make it seem like people are actually doing things. So this is kind of an old farmhouse with a couple of farms. So the idea was to keep it using really simple blocks because, I mean, you don't really see too modern of farmhouses in like a real life situation. At least not way back when we're kind of doing our style for. So I wanted to keep it really simple. I wanted to keep the house kind of just one level, basic blocks. Have some rafters, big open ceiling. Might put a loft up in there sometime if I can find a nice way to do it. Yeah, so another thing I thought would be cool to add in would be, well, farms, because it is a farm guy's house. Bust up my snow. The snow makes no sense. I get it. It's okay. Down here, I made a cellar, which is just really basic. I mean, when you stand in like an old garage, I mean, it looks kind of like cement, which is what I kind of liked. So I just left the bottom as stone.
Yeah,
And then,
I like how you incorporated the ground tiles of the upstairs into the ceiling tiles down here.
oh yeah, it's literally one level. If you bust through one floor, you're
Yeah, well, I mean, I like how it has like symmetry, you know, kind of makes it blend together.
Yeah, I mean, it actually kind of just worked out like that, so it was really nice. And then I blended it, yeah, with the little rafter going across the middle here as kind of like a support beam. I like things to make sense, so that's what I was thinking when I made this.
Yeah, well, I like it. I like it a lot.
We should probably find a way to sleep. We could just do.
Yeah. We'll be okay for right now. I'm just gonna. Oh, well, there's already a skeleton. There's 3 skeletons over here. And a creeper.
All right.
4 skeletons. 5 skeletons. All right. So this is our first house area over here. We kind of just dug it into the side of the wall. We had 2 beds coming feet to feet, tip to tip
connected,
over here.
touching toes.
Touching toes. Yeah, so we could sleep next to each other. And we just kind of hid out here, and you know, we found these animals, brought them over, so we had a mild food source while we were trying to just survive the first few nights. This is, I don't know, how far away from spawn is this?
This is like 5,000 blocks away from where we spawned because we spawned in a jungle on an island, and there were no other biomes.
Yeah, and when it says like a jungle on an island, it's like a tiny, tiny island. Like we could run from one side to the other in 30 seconds.
That was horrible.
Yeah.
So we hopped boat and we went to a winter village and we started building a little bit, and then we were like, you know what? Let's find a different biome.
Yeah, it sucked. So we didn't want to do that one either.
And we kept going and kept going and kept going 5,000 blocks until we ran into this Extreme Hills area.
Yeah. So then we kind of just, you know, set up shop. We put down that little tiny garden area, I guess you could call it. It's not really even a farm. It's too small for that.
Got some wheat. We were trying to breed the animals.
Yeah, we needed to get the cows over here, so we needed wheat.
And the watermelon are from the jungle.
We'll take that out later once we get the whole village more advanced. But for right now, it's kind of just going to be how it is.
Yeah, it's just it's temporary.
It's temporary. So I kind of marked out this whole land as my own to do all of my building projects. You can see the start of my house over there on the hill, and we have a makeshift enchanting room over here on the top of this hill. Yeah, you can see it over there.
God, we look like the worst Minecraft players in the world.
I mean, we did just start this like a day ago.
I know, yeah. It's
so you know, all of our stuff is pretty ragtag right now. We just want to get all the all of the, enchantment stuff that we can get, all of the food that we can get, so we can,
I
go
mean,
and
everyone
build.
can make an episode having, oh, here's how I start Minecraft, and here's how I got here, and it'll be 3 hours of just kind of nonsense strip mining, finding materials and stuff. But I guess what we're trying to do is just kind of get to the interesting stuff,
Yeah,
like anything
exactly.
technical. We just want to have all of the supplies ready, good to go. So it's fun for us, so we can, hop on and play without having to record anything or, stick to that, but we can just show all of the fun, good stuff to anyone who watches.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, this is the start of my house. Obviously, I haven't got very far, but we're going with the wooden style, keeping up with that medieval Viking-ish kind of feel, and we're just gonna kind of try to keep that going throughout the whole series. So I think next thing we're gonna do is head over to the which one are we doing first? Skeleton?
I prepped a skeleton. We have a skeleton spawner that was really ridiculously close to here, and we're going to make a skeleton mob trap so we can have infinite wheat, pretty much. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
So yeah, we're gonna do the skeleton spawner, maybe a double spider spawner, and a zombie spawner.
Oh, we didn't even show them the zombie spawner
Oh yeah, that's like in your backyard.
in my backyard. Just every single. It's kind of like a Plants vs Zombies kind of thing we're going for.
Yeah, the
Shameless
the,
advertising.
the garden.
The
Garden.
garbage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
gotta
get
grow
it.
grow the melons to protect yourself
Yeah. A
against the
wall of
zombies.
watermelons. Yeah, that house is temporary. Eventually, it's just gonna be a big square of watermelon.
Also, we are not going to keep all of these trees here. Obviously, we're just
Oh,
putting those
this is
because we
just.
need wood. We're
There's
not.
no wood around here that is in a very easily convenient spot. Oh, another thing. We have a cow cooker.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
This
We
is
put this in here.
the rabbit s'more cow cooker. I'm not going to take any credit for it, but basically, what you do is when you want to breed cows, you come up here, you push the left button, and it does water. And I added this. This is different, but I used basically rabbit s'more's
Oh,
design.
here's your lonely cow that got out.
No, there's two transparent blocks down there, so the cows can get through it easily because of the way that mobs behave with that now.
What? Since when do cows have horns? Do you see this one? It has horns.
That's its ears.
Those are not ears. Those are horns.
Those. Oh, it's jutting out of its ears.
Yeah, you see the ears? The ears
No,
are pink.
we need to stop before people call us stupid.
Okay.
So, anyways, you push the water button, and the cows get bouncing, making them easy to breed. So you're just going to breed them. And what it does is it pushes the little cows out, but keeps the big ones in. So the little cows get pushed into the bottom section, and the big cows stay up there to a certain amount, and you kind of have to either lure them in or block the way down. But yeah, and you can get all the experience. And then when they grow up, and there are some grown-up ones in there, you're going to press the lava button next to it, which is also different than the Rabbit S'more design. He just had like a lava there the whole time. But I added in a little lava button so you could turn it on and off on cooking. And then I added in a piston to push a whole bunch of the cows. So, yeah.
So, what benefit does having the lava toggleable, if toggleable is a word, what does that
You
add?
could just the option to kill cows or the option to keep little cows in there.
Okay.
So it's effective as both a cow breeder if we ever needed cows somewhere else, or it's effective as a cow killer.
All right. How come some of these aren't cooked?
I keep
safely?
finding cows outside because of these damn transparent blocks. I'm probably going to change them so it
Yeah.
won't do that, but for now I kind of like seeing. Okay, I'm not sick. I don't like seeing them die, but I like the option of seeing how many are in there.
Yeah, yeah. All right,
Okay,
so let's head
so
over to the skeleton spawner.
yeah, we'll meet you there.
Yeah, we'll see you over there. Okay, so I just dropped down from the makeshift hole we have in here into the side room next to the skeleton spawner.
I did some prep work, so we wouldn't have to.
Sea
Be
Winter
miserable.
has cleared out this area, so we don't have to video us mining just random crap for a long time.
Basically, what we do in the skeleton room. You know what?
What?
I did this wrong.
Why?
There's 3 above it. There should only be 2. Okay, so we kind of fixed the area because I messed it up a bit. Classic. But anyways, you're gonna want 4 on every side of the spawner, so you can count out like, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 from every side. So you want it to be a 9 by 9 room with the spawner in the middle. And then underneath it, we've already decided you kind of have to pick where you're going to put your skeletons, where you want them to go, and you're going to filter them to that direction. So we've made a little room over here, which is going to be kind of the area where we can store a whole bunch of bone meal. We can have like an incinerator for all the bows, and we can just be safe over in here and have the skeletons falling onto us right here. So how are you going to do that? You're going to come to your corner, and in your corner, I mean, this is kind of basic stuff, but we'll just remind everyone who might not know. This is how we're going to build ours. We're going to go all the way across. I'm going to mine out that block under you. And then we're going to build a pyramid towards the spawner. So you're going to mine one less block on each side every time. Until you hit the peak of the pyramid. Right there. So you're going to put water down, and it's going to end right on those, and you're going to mine one more block every time. But we're not going to do that yet because I don't want a ton of water to flood into this room. All right, we're good. We're good to do that now. See how the water ends perfectly?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then
right.
one for good measure. So.
Yeah, I mean, basically, you just want all the water to be flowing to the central location, so you don't have any places where a skeleton could like get stuck.
Oh, there's several ways you could do it. This is just one of the easiest. If a skeleton lands in any point of this room, it's going to fall, and it's going to go right into here, and it's going to get stuck, and it's going to go down, and it's going to eventually make its way right over here to this central point. And that'll happen to every single one of them. And since we're standing over here while we're waiting for skeletons to spawn, it's also going to, track us and come this way. Another helpful tip in a spawning room is to put 2 blocks above the spawner, like that. Yeah, it'll limit your spawn space, but if one does spawn up there, it could just stand there and limit the actual skeletons that you could kill. So you're going to put 2 above it, so nothing spawns on top of the spawner and gets stuck.
Well, that's good advice. Yeah, I kind of forgot about having the capability of spawning on top of the spawner. So are we going to do some kind of contraption to have it be a one-hit sort of thing so we can get looting on it, or are we going to do insta-kill? We're going
to do the classic, the way that we're going to do it is going to set up a way for you to either, click a button and have it go automatically and kill, or you're going to be able to just click the button twice and kill them and kind of just do that. So we have a whole bunch of supplies over here. There's really no requirement for you to make the room. You can make this room whatever the heck you want. Instead of torches, you could put in like a glowstone lighting system. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, we're not really doing a skeleton tutorial. We're just kind of telling how we're building it, So now we don't need like a whole redstone lamp lighting system. We might come back and put it in, but for now it's going to be nice to just have skeletons.
Yeah, right now it doesn't really matter, but once we get those other 2 spawners set up, which will probably, this is taking a little while, so we'll probably show that next time. Or do maybe like one an episode, something like that.
Yeah, and do some other stuff after.
Yeah, and then like add some other stuff in there. But once we get those other 2 going, we're gonna want to maybe cut off the ability for these to spawn while we're standing in the other ones because they're so close to each other. So I mean that's the kind of situation where you'd want to add like a lighting system inside. Or if you just want to be able to shut it off so you can like reduce lag or something like that, it's always a good idea to have the ability to shut it off when you're doing that. But since it's so early, and we haven't been to the Nether like once. Like you went there one time for like 5 minutes.
I went there one time for a piece of soul sand for the
cow thing. We showed
the cow thing.
Yeah. So because we only have done that, like we don't even have glowstone, so we can't be making lamps or anything like that. So yeah, that's definitely something that'll come later in the series if we choose to do that.
Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm making an area where the skeletons, once they come to this water stream, they'll fall right on this block, right? So we want them to all come onto this block. So when they do that, they have to have an area to do so. So right now, if we went in there and we broke everything, we broke all the torches, they'd land right here, right?
Yep. I mean, you just have
We have an
tons of
easy way
skeletons
to
flooding
kill them.
in. Yep, right
Yeah.
there.
But actually, I think I want them to drop one more block to right there
Why is that?
because if they're right there,
So you're
they
gonna
can
light their
jump.
butts on
They can
fire?
jump back up.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
So I mean, the room I built is kind of stupid because it doesn't account for the drop
Yeah. I mean, oh yeah, and we also are building this inside of
on top of
creation.
an abandoned mine shaft
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you know you can't choose where your skeleton spawners
I mean,
are.
that's how we came across it. I was just running around this mine shaft, and I was like, it'd be really nice if we had a skeleton spawner closer to us, because we already found one that was a little ways
It's
away.
pretty far away, yeah.
And then I
But I
was like,
mean,
why
we'll
are
pretty
there?
up this room. We're just trying to make it functional for now. So
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna
I'm not
mine out
gonna,
these blocks.
I'm not gonna break your infinite water source though, because
Yeah, we're not perfect.
um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we don't really need the water anymore, do we?
I'm just gonna keep it there just in case.
Yeah, I guess if we need to move them around something over there.
Yeah, and these are
That's
just
what I
it's just temporary.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we'll figure it all out.
we're gonna make this look a lot nicer. But for now, it'd be nice to have it functioning. So bad at this.
Okay. Yeah, let's
okay.
keep going with the build part.
Okay, so basically we're gonna have the skeletons. They're all gonna fall and land right on this block. And what I always like to do is I like to make it land on like an iron bar, just because then you can walk up and pick up the items. We're not gonna do anything too tremendously fancy with like a hopper yet. We're just making it functional for us. So I have some iron bars over here, and all the skeletons are gonna land right on this block, right here.
Right on the iron bar.
Yeah, another piece of advice I have is to make these solid blocks as opposed to something like glass. I mean, yeah, it'd be cool to see the skeletons, but once they can see you, they'll start shooting you, and they'll kind of kill each other, and you won't get the full experience.
Yeah, you won't get experience as well as if you have looting on your equipment. You won't get the looting effect, so it's always good to not have them killing each other.
We like having options for looting swords, and we like having options for, you know, just an auto kill if you're feeling lazy. So we're gonna set that up.
Yeah, hopefully at some point we'll set up an AFK fish farm too, so we can get infinity. But until that happens, we're gonna need all the arrows we can get. So
yeah, AFK fish farm will make this world a whole bunch easier.
Yeah.
All right, well, I made the skeleton spawner.
Alright,
Reading
yeah.
a little Reed saw shiny thing way over there. Ended up finding another skeleton spawner like 70 blocks from here, and a double spider spawner, which we lost our other double spider spawner, so this is actually perfect.
Yeah. So I found I found a single skeleton or a single spider spawner too, and a double spider spawner, and another skeleton spawner. So this,
You can show them all that.
yeah,
I'm sure.
this dungeon is stacked. I might do like a time lapse
Full
of me just
montage, yeah.
running
Okay,
around.
so anyways, what I've done is over here, and this will be cleaned up. I like to know things are going to work before I make them look pretty. Basically, shut off switch. No more new skeletons can come on in, right? Over
Yep.
here we have a timed lava dispenser. So basically, it's always on. You
So
click the button and it turns off.
What is the tick settings on these?
Oh, 4 and 2.
4
So
and 2.
basically, it's going to click it. It's going to put the lava out. And then it's going to, go over here. It's going to push a piston up where you're standing. It's going to reactivate and send a redstone signal over and into it again to pull the lava back into it.
So
And it's
how does this work right here? Because it doesn't look like the redstone dust right here.
It's a block update.
Oh, it's a block update. So it sends the signal to this block.
And it just so happens that it's perfect with the way that it works on that piston.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay.
Or it makes a clock or something and goes back into itself and then shuts off and doesn't work again because there's a block blocking it. So, yeah, I'm not exactly sure how it works. I look up a lot of stuff, but yeah. Anyways, you press this button right here.
Where's the button? Oh, inside. Okay. There's
yeah, and it picked up the lava already. It hits them 14 times, like on fire, right?
Yep. So I see they're all on fire there.
Yep. And then when you come in here with the sword and
boom, one hit.
And then some of them have different armors on, and they're just a couple swings away from dying.
I'm totally zapping your experience.
That's okay. I got like a stack of bones.
So then you open it back up, and they start falling through again, right?
Yep.
So yeah, the ones with armor aren't gonna go exactly one hit because you can't time that out. And there's lots of other ways you can build this, right? With like dogs, if you want to do that.
Yeah, you could have dogs sitting down there attacking the skeletons if you wanted it to be automatic. But the way I wanted to do it is you could press that button again and just kill them all.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could do something like I just did and just swing your sword a couple times and get all the experience and get all the items and apply looting if you have it.
Yeah, I definitely like that. Is there a way we could toggle this so that it's always on? So like let's say
the lava?
So like let's say you're just standing here, like we can make it AFK, yeah, and then a skeleton just comes down and it just always will burn to death and drop its loot.
Yeah, you could argue that if you just wanted to sit here for a couple hours and like build an AFK fish farm like right next to it, and then just always be getting bones and be getting garbage like that. Yeah, you would just remove the redstone torch and just put it on a different block next to the dispenser.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so you'd basically just have the dispenser, or you'd break the redstone repeaters, and then the dispenser would be automatically powered by the redstone torch.
Okay, so that's easy enough.
Yeah. So I mean, if you really wanted to, and then you'd do a hopper mechanism and kind of just put them into chests. Right. So those items would work, and then you'd have an auto fish farm going the other way from like right here.
Yeah, but then you'd have to dig up all the way to the surface so you can get the water block.
Oh, yeah, if you stand too close, you get shot.
Yeah.
I know that. Now I'm like, I think I literally got shot directly in the eye.
Here, look this way.
You see it?
Yeah, it's kind of like in the upper left of your eye a little bit, but.
Jeez, man.
Man, yeah, you're probably dead. You're probably dead right now.
I know. I mean, in real life,
you also got shot in the back of the head. So.
The arrows probably met.
Yep. You just completely pierced you. Anyways.
Well, that's the skeleton spawner we made, and this is going to look nice, but I don't believe we have enough time today to actually make everything look all perfect and stuff.
Yeah, so I think that's probably going to be it for this episode. Then we'll do some more spawners next time. We'll probably do one for the next 2 episodes.
Like a zombie trap. We have a zombie spawner literally under that farmhouse I made.
Yeah,
which we neglected to show.
We'll show in like whatever we do off camera. We'll put that in at the start of every episode, and then after that we'll put in if we're gonna build like a spawner, or if we're gonna do some work on a house or something like actually interesting that you guys might want to see. We'll throw that in there at the end, and I think that's pretty much it for what I have to say. Anything else?
I think we're good. See you next time.
All right, see you next time.